Charlamagne.
Yo 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 yo.
What the hell?
Yo 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 yo.
What the hell? Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear y'all. He was just a little late.
Charlamagne's a little late. He's like 6 seconds late. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the guy.
Got a delay.
Oh my God.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday.
Hey.
That was the sassiest Thursday I ever heard.
It's
yes, it's a delay.
Because I didn't want to give it all my energy if y'all couldn't hear me. So y'all can hear me. It's just a delay.
We heard you. It was just a little delay. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, peace to the planet. It's Thursday.
There you go. There you go.
How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Good morning.
That's
Good
right.
morning.
This morning we're all over the place. That's why we asked if there was a delay. You know my car show is this Saturday, so it's load up and load in day. So I am loading up the cars and getting it to go. Charlamagne is doing something amazing in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in Charleston, South Carolina right now. Today is the grand opening of me and my wife's second Crystal franchise in South Carolina. You know, we brought back Crystal to South Carolina. We got one in Orangeburg, but today we have our ribbon cutting in Walterboro at 1222 Bells Highway in Walterboro, South Carolina at 11 a.m. So I'll see y'all later today.
Congratulations.
Charleston, Walterboro area.
Drop a bomb for Charlamagne.
Love that.
And Jess is there holding down the fort. Jess, how you feeling?
I'm at work. I'm up here. It's a little peaceful in here, so thank you. The candle is lit, just me and the engineer. I'm happy until Lauren walk in here trying to take a shot. But yeah, I'm here. Yo, look, on the way to work, I was watching. I sat down with Carlos King like 2 weeks ago and did an interview. And don't you know how you do an interview, then you be scared to go back and look at it like, oh Lord, what? You know what I mean? But it was a beautiful conversation, really great. Carlos King, shout out to him. He's cool. I love his interviewing style and everything. We got into some things, so if y'all want to check out the full interview, anybody that's listening, the full interview is on YouTube, the Carlos King Reality with the King show.
And salute to Carlos King. I know he has a podcast with Charlamagne's Black Effect Network, but he was the first person to actually try to get me on reality TV. This was probably about maybe 15 years ago. He sat down with Gia and myself, and this is when they were launching New Jersey, Housewives of New Jersey. And he was explaining the show, what the show was about, and I'm so glad we didn't decide to do it. But he talked us into it. He was like, it's so good.
Don't get it twisted. Hey, don't get it twisted. Carlos is a reality TV mogul. Carlos makes up like 69% of all the programming on OWN.
Oh, listen,
Absolutely. Yes, he does. He does his damn thing. Yep. Mm-hmm. But he was the first person. And this is when he wasn't even an executive. I think he was just like I don't want to say a runner, but he was just getting his feet wet with the reality thing. And he sat down with Gia and myself. Really, really lovely individual. Still hits us constantly. You know what? Angela Rye will be joining us this morning.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay, select the Carlos.
Stupid, yo.
Wow.
What's wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you?
Will be joining us. Angela Rye will be joining us to give us a recap of her State of the People tour and talk about everything that's going on in the world of politics.
That's right. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. More going to be joining us, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, y'all. Hey, how we feeling on a Thursday?
Good girl.
All right. I love to hear it. So the conversation does continue around the Epstein files, or lack thereof. President Trump says the media and some Republicans are wasting time on what he calls, quote, the Epstein hoax. Yesterday, Trump spoke to reporters in the Oval Office, and he was asked about the contentious DOJ investigation into the late sex trafficker that even some Republicans have questioned. Now, Trump was asked if he lost some faith in some of his reporters over the Epstein investigation, and he continues to defend. He also continues to defend Attorney General Pam Bondi over the Epstein case. So let's take a listen to his comments regarding that.
It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net, and so they try and do the Democrats' work. She says, I gave you all the credible information, and if she finds any more credible information, she'll give that too. What more can she do than that?
So Trump went on, of course, as you mentioned, as I played in the audio, he did mention that Republicans got duped and followed the Democratic playbook of going after him with false stories comparing Epstein to the Russian hoax. The president also said he stood, again, of course, he's standing 10 toes for Pam Bondi, saying she only needs to release what she believes is credible. Many people are speculating that there must be something to hide if the efforts are so vast to make it go away. And of course, now the people are like, now we really want some answers because you really trying to make this go away. Meanwhile,
I agree. If I was the Democrats, I would never stop talking about the Epstein files. Like I keep saying all week, treat the Epstein files the way Republicans treated trans people in men's sports. Keep going. MAGA is finally realizing Trump lies about things, and they should be asking, why is the Trump administration protecting potential child predators?
But let me ask you a question. But what about if Democrats are on some of those tapes and some of those pictures as well, and they're trying to protect themselves as well? Could that be part of it too? Like I expose you, but it's exposing us.
Oh, yeah, I said that as well. Like, the reason they don't want to put out the files is mutually assured destruction. But let's be clear. If any Democrats that are in those files are part of an old regime that needs to get thrown under the bus anyway. So, all of the young Democrats and, the future of the Democratic Party, they should still be calling for it, even if they have to throw some of their own under the bus. Number one, why are you going to protect potential child predators? Number two, you need to throw that old regime of Democrats under the bus anyway.
Sheesh, Charlamagne said, hit
Damn,
the
that's
reset.
crazy. Throwing a bunch of people under a bus is wild. A bunch of old people under a bus.
Oh, my.
Well, if they're
All
old child
right, so it
predators,
does
who cares?
appear that this does have a ripple effect because among more turnover among prosecutors inside the Southern District of New York on Wednesday. Maureen Comey was fired from her post as assistant U.S. attorney inside the high-profile Manhattan-based federal prosecutor's office. Now, Comey is the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey and had been there more than a decade. She had been involved in the recent prosecution of Sean Diddy Combs, and her past work included the prosecutions of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, President Trump, who also frequently targeted James Comey on social media, is facing backlash over the Justice Department decision not to release more information on the Epstein case. So this appears, or seemingly so, is one of those ripple effect situations. And today, nationwide demonstrations against the Trump administration are scheduled to take place in cities across the country, all across the country today. The day of action and protest is being called, quote, good trouble, and a nod to late Congressman and civil rights activist John Lewis, who died on this day back in 2020. Now, thousands are expected to hit the streets in places like here, Washington, D.C., L.A., Chicago, Philadelphia, Phoenix, and, of course, up there in New York, guys. So that good trouble, necessary trouble, day of action and protest is taking place today. So I'll keep you posted on what that looks like tomorrow. Stick around. There's more front page news at 7. We'll talk about what's happening in the Senate. And the president also signed a bill targeting fentanyl. So stick around.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Wake it up. This is your time to get it off your chest. Keep calling. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is D from Brooklyn.
What's up, D? Get it off your chest.
So, yes, Charlamagne, you're right. These Democrats need to be preaching hard about getting them Epstein files released, because I feel like there's a lot to hide on this, especially if they got potential Democrats, Republicans, and maybe even celebrities on this.
That's right. That's the reason they don't want to put the list out, because they know it's mutually assured destruction. But that's why I keep saying the young Democrats that don't have nothing to lose, throw that old regime under the bus. Blow it all up, because we need something better.
Definitely, because I would love to see if the Clintons is on there, maybe even Bernie Sanders. Maybe, hey, you never know.
That's why I don't think they want to do it.
Want to know,
but that's why I don't think they want to do it because you might have Democratic presidents that are there and Republican, and they probably don't want to blow it up.
Well,
what if Diddy's on that list? That would be
goodbye,
funny.
man. Goodbye. He might be, but goodbye.
But it's so crazy. I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Getting old.
Well,
hello, who's this?
Good.
You said what? Josh?
That means he wasn't supposed to say it, yo.
That's
Charlamagne
right.
crazy.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what up? It's E from Philly. What's up, Envy, Charlotte, Jess? What's y'all doing?
What up,
What's up,
E?
baby?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to get this off my chest, man. Like, I see and I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of people are depressed. They overwhelmed. You know, everything going in the world is really getting to a lot of people. So I have a podcast called Vision Rebirth, and I talk to people that had near-death experiences, divine meditations, encounters with higher beings, all of that. And it's really changed my perspective. And, like, we really don't die. Our spirits live on. We've been here billions of times. We've died billions of times. And, like, this is an experience that we chose for our spirit's growth. Like, for real.
I believe that.
Angels are real. All of that stuff is real. Like, talking to these people that have seen God. Like, this is really just an experience, and we all just have to just sort of like, and I know this sounds so cliche, but we really just gotta like love each other.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with you.
That's really it, man.
Well, thank you.
And that's
so much
not
for checking
cliche.
in.
That's that telling everybody that we need to love each other is like telling everybody you need to drink water on the regular to be healthy. Like that's not cliche.
It's true.
Well, thank you so much, Mama. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, call us right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live. Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. This is James calling from North Carolina.
What's up, James? Get it off your chest, brother.
Yeah, man. Just recently I came to the conclusion that human beings are a plague on this planet, man. If you think about it, we're the only beings on this planet that cause it more harm than good, and it's a shame, man.
I don't think you. I don't think you're too wrong.
It's the truth, man. When you really sit and think about it, everything that causes the atmosphere harm or does something negative to the planet, human beings are the cause of it. Every other animal does what they were put here to do.
The earth would be fine without us.
Jesus.
And sometimes I think the earth is rebelling against us.
It seems that way. It seems that way with all these storms and these floodings and stuff like that, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
But y'all have a good day, man.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
He just basically said, what the hell are we doing here? We shouldn't be here. We about to get up out of here. We are horrible people. Damn.
Is the apocalypse about to happen today? I mean, the one young lady was saying how we don't die, and he's saying he was telling us that about natural disasters. Is the apocalypse about to happen this morning?
Man, I don't know. And then I'm the only one here, so I'm like, damn, I ain't trying to die alone. Y'all need to be at work.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up? This is Jordan.
Hey, what's up, Jordan? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I just want to say good morning to y'all. DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, Jess, I love y'all. Listen to y'all every morning on my way to work. But I just want to get off my chest that baby mamas, women, they need to stop playing with their kids' father, sending mixed signals and stuff like that. That's just something that I've been dealing with, and I just want to get that off my chest,
Sorry for you, bro.
Sorry about
What's
that.
been happening?
My kid's mom, she's in a relationship or a so-called relationship wants to get out of, and I don't know. She just be sending me mixed signals saying that she gonna do this and do that. It's just the totally opposite, and I just wanted to get on here and talk about it for a quick second.
Yeah, so basically you're not over her because she keeps stringing you along, leading you on or whatever. She in a relationship that she trying to keep you on top, but because she contemplating ending it. But she really just trying to have her cake and eat it too, for real. Because she would leave, if she really wanted to be with you. It's just she stringing you along to keep you right there just in case things don't work out with this dude.
And that's really how it is. And then she wants me to give her a key to my apartment. And I'm like, I can't do that.
She playing with you, bro. You need to move on.
Yeah, I did that before too. But I got the key. But don't be dumb and give her the key, all right? Don't do it.
And I told her that, and I said, I can't give you the key because I'm done playing games with you,
Yeah.
And that's what I am going to do. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to live my life. But I'm always be there for my kids,
Absolutely, and that is all you're supposed to do. It's about the kids. That's all right. Let her play games by herself.
Most definitely. I love y'all. Y'all
love you too.
Love you too,
brother. Get it off your chest, 800-585-1051. And don't forget, today is Thursday, so in a little bit, Jess Fix My Mess. So if you're dealing with relationship issues or relationship problems, you can call Jess right now and she'll fix your stuff right up, all right? You can get on the phone lines right now. Again, the number's 800-585-1051. Now we got the latest with Loren coming up.
We do. SZA dropped the text between Nicki Minaj and her team. Nicki was trying to play her about getting the feature, not getting the feature. SZA said, you ain't gonna play with me today. I'm gonna show the people.
Bitch, oh my God.
Well, we love a receipt.
We asked
and that's
for
what the kids
receipts.
say. We love a receipt.
Yeah. Now you need to do the clock it, Charlotte, because that was definitely one of the girls. We love a receipt.
You better not do no clock it. You better not
We
clock
love a
nothing.
receipt.
Clock it.
He's been so sassy this morning. All right, we'll get to that next. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a street fan.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So yesterday, SZA entered the chat again in this Nicki Minaj back and forth, and she dropped text messages from Nicki Minaj, and she says that these text messages will show that Nicki absolutely does know her music and what she contributes, because Nicki Minaj asked for features twice to no response. In addition to rapping my lyrics on Feeling Myself, the lyric was cooking up the bass, looking like a kilo, laugh out loud, you're having a moment, I'm not sure why, but be blessed. So the text message reads, as we mentioned in the convo yesterday, she says, hey, it's Nicki, and they respond, Minaj, and she says, yes, how are you? Or how are you? I'm good money, what's popping, congrats on her order. So then she goes right to, it says a recording right now, I got this hook I think she would be dope on. So they respond and say yes, but she's in album mode, so send it. So she sends it over, and she makes it clear that if SZA is interested, like once she hears the hook in the outro, it was like a preview of it, if she's interested, that she would, later want her on the song. So of course, this kind of changes the conversation a bit, because for the last, I would say, ever since we talked about it here at the Breakfast Club, to about 4 hours ago, Nicki Minaj has been online making it seem like SZA doesn't really have much of a career. Like, she's been reposting stats that put her and SZA next to each other in different situations. She posted about the GNX tour and said, is this that Ho tour or her bro tour, talking about Kendrick Lamar? Just things of that nature.
There's only one problem when you do stuff like that, Loren. When Nicki does stuff like that. We all got eyes and ears. Like, we've been watching SZA's career for the past however many years. She's got a pretty great career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
SZA most definitely does.
Yeah, and then Nicki...
You can't downplay SZA's career in no way, shape, or form. By the way, compared to anybody, SZA's career is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
SZA has a core fan base. In adults and kids love this girl.
SZA
is a star by every metric.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
Are we about to debate? We're not about to debate this.
What are we debating about? What are we talking about? Who are we debating this with?
By every metric. Okay, she's on her way to superstar icon status. What do we? With only 2 albums, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 4 hours ago on X, because Nicki also went over to Station Head as well too after that, but I was asleep by that point. But on X 4 hours ago, she reiterated, Nicki Minaj did, here's how it went from her point of view. She said that an executive kept texting and calling her to do a feature and a video with their artist. To their surprise, she said no. She said, I was going to be like, they're going to have to start singing for me just like they are signing to me just like they be signing to y'all dweebs. So she says that the executive text and called again. The executive she's referencing is Punch, president of TDE, who manages SZA that we talked about yesterday. And she said she responded with the same thing. He didn't like it, so then she alleges that he went to do this whole campaign against her because of that. But
that is the broken Barbie thing, or no, just in general.
She says in general that there was just a campaign, against her. She said that she alleged she was harassed online for years, and she also alleges that he probably told his artist to start a beef with her.
How did Nicki respond to that receipt, Loren?
Her last
respond to that receipt
4 hours ago. Her last posting was what I just was talking about. So on X, she just recounted what she's been saying is her side of it, where it didn't happen like that. She's saying that they reached out to her a couple times. She said no. They continued to reach out, and she still said no. So because of that, they went on this whole alleged hate Nicki Minaj campaign, and she's alleging that the executive, who is Punch, probably told his artist to start a beef with her.
Is there like an audio or something?
So there was a brief audio from that's what I was just playing for you from Station Head, where she basically is telling her fans, like, y'all keep talking to me about SZA, we've been off that for 24 hours. But this the tweet that I just read was 4 hours ago. This would lasted all night long.
This doesn't even make sense, right? Because they're not even in the same lane. Nicki Minaj is a rapper. SZA's an R&B artist and pop artist. They're not even in the same lane. And what disturbs me, this is not even about I'm better than you. Like, you know when there's rap beef, it's like I'm nicer, I'm more lyrical. This is just about googly gosh. Like, what are they even
googly gosh?
What the hell kind of Dominican white language did you just use?
That sounds like something Jonathan
Googly
Majors would have said. This is just googly gosh.
This is just googly gosh. This is about nothing.
Hey, Jonathan will say that about dancing. Let's do this googly gosh.
Googly gosh.
I know what Envy
I feel like
mean,
going on
though.
the dance floor and doing a little googly gosh.
This is just googly gosh. This is nothing.
Why I envision Jonathan Major doing that little step?
Yes.
No, that's a little googly gosh.
Yes,
okay.
It's googly gosh, not googly. And I don't know where that word came from. Maybe I just made up that word. I don't know.
Crazy, yo.
The reality is Nicki's audience doesn't even care, though, because when you've been so busy defending somebody all week like they have, you refuse to be wrong. So they probably saying that the text that SZA posted is AI created by Roc Nation.
And if they didn't, you just gave them an idea.
She did Nicki Minaj did bring Roc Nation and Jay-Z into that tweet that I just read about the one that was 4 hours ago. She said that Jay-Z has all of these people in the industry thinking that they can like come for women and do and say whatever they want, but she won't continue to expose things that are happening. But I summarize what she said. It was a long tweet.
I could be, listen, I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, but just based off my naked eye, okay? Nicki comes for women way more than I've ever seen Jay-Z come for women. Just want to put that out there.
Yo.
Yeah, and the fans are responding to it. Then they're saying, basically, if you're saying that she asked for this feature twice, why don't you have evidence of the second time that Nicki Minaj reached out and asked you for something?
Forget the first receipt.
Yeah.
Okay, that first receipt, I don't know about that one, but give me another one in the proof. You said 2.
You don't have another one, I bet.
Well, we'll see. Look, Nicki Minaj says she has receipts. I don't know. I haven't seen the receipts yet, but she said it didn't happen this way.
Man, you said, Loren, you said something just now that was so cold. You said, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on with this situation. I have no idea.
I can't wait for those 40-year-old barbs to start coming at you, Charlamagne, with the bad backs and bad knees, and they're going to be typing at you today. Boy, I can't wait.
He don't be on X, so he misses all of it.
Exactly.
Oh, damn.
Y'all go find him on Instagram, please.
I wouldn't know this exists. I wouldn't know none of this. I wouldn't know nobody saying anything about me if y'all didn't tell me.
Man, happy birthday to David Hasselhoff, y'all. It's his birthday.
Oh my God, Night Rider? Dropping a clue bomb for Night Rider.
David
now
Hasselhoff. Yes.
He a cancer too?
Yes, he is a cancer. Yes.
So that means Kit was a cancer.
I'm going to say this. Jess did not know who that was. I guarantee.
Yes, I do know David
You did not know.
Hasselhoff
You didn't watch no damn Night Rider.
I know, not Night Rider, but he was in other stuff.
You watch Baywatch?
Yes, Baywatch. That's the only place I know him from. Yes, David Hasselhoff. Happy birthday, brother.
Oh, that's fine face. I love his face.
Yes, he's fine. Yes, he is.
Fine face?
He has a nice face.
Boy, Dr. Umar just be disgusted at you every time you open your damn mouth.
Dang, she ain't trying to date him, yo. She just gave him we can't give white men compliments.
I am totally against it.
Oh, my God.
All right, that's the latest with Loren. When we come back, we got front page news. And Angela Rye will be joining us. And, of course, Thursday. Today is Thursday. So, Jess Fix My Mess. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can call Jess right now. She'll help you out with all your problems. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, y'all. Hey, okay, so let me tell y'all what's going on with the Senate. They were working all night And it appears that they have given the thumbs up to, or at least Senate Republicans are giving the thumbs up to cut funding for public broadcasting, global health programs, and more foreign aid. So lawmakers narrowly passed a package early this morning that would take back $9 billion in spending that had already been approved. Now, it's part of the efforts of the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, that was or used to be run by billionaire Elon Musk. Now the measure goes back to the House for approval before heading to President Trump's desk for a signature. If that happens, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which funds NPR and PBS, will lose funding, along with the World Health Organization and the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, as many people know it. The package originally targeted $400 million in AIDS prevention, but the Senate removed that cut after a marathon debate session. So that's what's happening in the Senate, literally up to the minute. Now, meanwhile, back in the Oval, President Trump spoke about the Federal Reserve, saying he's not planning to fire Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Now, Trump criticized Powell's performance and elaborated on reports saying that he was going to fire the Fed chair. Let's take a listen to the president's comments.
He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in and extended him. No, I talked about the concept of fire him. I said, what do you think? Almost every one of them said I should. But I'm more conservative than they are.
Yeah, so Trump went on to say that.
MAGA, get y'all granddaddy. Okay, Pop needs a nap. All right, but because Biden did not appoint Jerome Powell. Donald Trump is the one who nominated and appointed Jerome Powell.
Yeah, that was round one. Trump said it's highly unlikely that he will fire Powell, adding the chair could step down over what he calls possible fraud over Powell's $2.5 billion renovation plan of the Federal Reserve building. Trump doesn't seem to believe that, that price tag is right for the renovations on the Federal Reserve building. So the president has been, of course, highly critical of Powell's refusal to cut interest rates, adding that he did it for Biden, but not for me.
We're just gonna gloss over the fact that Donald Trump said he don't know how Jerome Powell got appointed when he's the one who appointed him.
Oh no, we didn't gloss over. He definitely addressed it.
Like, Donald Trump is the person who nominated and appointed Jerome Powell. How Biden ain't had nothing to do with that?
Well, we're going to blame Biden for everything that's wrong, right?
That's crazy.
Okay. Also yesterday, President Trump signed a bill targeting fentanyl trafficking. Families impacted by the fentanyl crisis stood behind Trump at the White House during the bill's signing ceremony. Trump said illicit drugs have disseminated American communities, and his administration has declared an all-out war against dealers and traffickers. He also blamed the Biden administration for keeping the borders open and the reason why fentanyl is flowing into the country. The Halt All Lethal Trafficking of Fentanyl Act classifies all fentanyl-related substances as Schedule I drugs. That means harsher penalties for people convicted of fentanyl-related offenses. So, you guys, keep that in mind. Elsewhere, a Colorado congressman is introducing a bill that would give illegal immigrants legal status if they've been in the country for 5 years and are in good standing. Gabe Evans, along with Florida Republican Congresswoman Maria Salazar, are proposing the, quote, Dignity Act. Now, Evans says this is only open to those who have arrived in the U.S. before December 31st, 2020, adding the plan would establish a $70 billion investment in the American workforce. Let's take a listen to Representative Gabe Evans of Colorado.
Colorado's 8th Congressional District is 40% Hispanic, and we have lots of good, hardworking individuals in this district. Anybody that was looking to freeload off of the American taxpayer, anybody that exploited the wide open border under the previous administration, those folks are just not eligible.
So Evans goes on to say the bipartisan proposal doesn't offer a path to citizenship. The act would require immigrants to pay $7,000 in restitution and receive no federal benefits in exchange for living and working in the U.S. This does seem to be quite a challenge for people, or at least, there's the workforce seems to be reducing. Farmers seem to be impacted by, what's going on. And so, this supposed legislation. The Dignity Act would allow, as said before, immigrants to pay $7,000 in restitution, but they would not have federal benefits, and they would just be allowed to live and work in the U.S. So we'll see what happens with that legislation. That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on socials at Morgan Media. That's MorganMedia. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Morgan.
Bye.
And of course, Thursday. Today is Thursday. So Jess Fix My Mess. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can call Jess right now. She'll help you out with all your problems. All right. Now, when we come back, Angela Rye will be joining us. So we're going to talk to Angela Rye when we come back. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, and friend to the room.
Yes, indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Angela Rye.
Hi, friend.
Hi, Rye, daughter.
Hi, brother.
How are you?
I am good. I am, making it. We're living in the apocalypse, but
no,
yes.
we not.
Oh, okay.
These are the best of times.
Oh, or the worst of times.
Optimism.
Okay, praise the Lord, everybody.
I'm glad you are here. Your brother has been doing some disrespectful stuff.
What have I been doing?
Crazy.
He has called ICE on me 3 times to try to get me shipped out of this country.
What's the problem?
You did not do that.
What's the problem?
You didn't do that.
I don't see the problem here.
That's not funny. You didn't do that.
I don't see the problem here.
See?
And then Angela, he be rioting and just talking crap against the Democratic Party every day.
Yeah,
That's true. That's factual.
That is. I know that's true. And there are many.
Angela Rye does it too. Y'all don't listen to Native Land Podcast? He does.
There are many in the Democratic Party who deserve to be trash talked. Not as bad as these Republicans, since they're trying to take us back to 1863.
Well, I can argue that the Dems are the reason we're here. But that's a whole.
You could argue that, but that would be silly of you, since 75 million people voted for this man.
Yes, but why did they do that?
Well, allegedly.
But why did they do that?
What do you mean, why?
They did that because
there's some of them are bigots, because some of them are fascists, because some of them are sexist, because some of them are homophobic, because some of them got issues, and some of the others that were disenchanted.
Before we get to that,
okay.
Congratulations on your State of the People tour.
Well, you know what? I would love to take the congratulations, but I got to tell you, the tour was so eye-opening. We're really hurting. Like, as a people, we're really, really hurting. It's something, and I'll say it publicly to you because we talked about it privately. I used to get so mad at Leonard, but for all the reasons, but at Leonard for the times where he was saying to me I was out of touch. I would get so upset, and I'm like, what are you I spent my whole career like helping to craft legislation for our people, doing jobs, like all of these things. But the truth is, even if you're, out of touch for a week, for 2 weeks, for a month, you can get really out of touch. And you're thinking, I'm helping people because I'm working on behalf of their best interests. But how do you work on behalf of somebody's best interest if you're not in community and talking with them?
I don't know how I feel about you bringing private conversations to the radio.
You do it all the time. What are you talking about?
Can nobody tell your boy it is
First of all,
can you not for 2 seconds do what you do?
Okay.
So my point in saying
2
this,
seconds, not be yourself.
Yes, just be quiet. Be quiet for 2 seconds.
Okay, Ms. Rye.
But I was gonna say that it was humbling. Like to go to a church and meet this woman with 2 young kids, like under 3, who made a determination to come sit with us and get her light bill paid and didn't know if the car would make it to work. She had to get a jump at the church. Another woman who was a teacher in Atlanta who said that she goes to teach our students every day and then goes to sleep in her car at night. There's so many stories like that. We had a woman who volunteered with us in Newark who lives in a Red Roof Inn, and every day she is bringing groceries back home to the seniors who live in that facility, but she's struggling too. So we met these people, we were able to meet their needs, but you all know, like, you go see something like that, you're ready to empty your bank account. You emptying your bank account, maybe y'all's will last a little longer than mine. We talking maybe about 2 or 3 weeks worth of relief, For these people, we have to have structural systemic change in order for folks to really see a difference. And instead of people working to meet the most basic needs and relieve our folks, they're creating cuts that are going to hurt them even worse. That's going to be on all of us, because what I refuse to do is say, well, we're going to wait until people who are like-minded and more compassionate get in charge. No, that doesn't put food on their table tomorrow. So I've been like, what do we do to solve immediate needs to make sure that our folks know they can always turn to community and be okay? That is the Black way. You know, we always look out for each other, and I don't want to lose sight of that with all of this crazy infighting that's happening.
So that's what the State of the People tour was? Like, what was it for people who don't know?
Yeah, so it was a tour where we focused first on relief. And then we also ensured that we had opportunities to listen to the community. What are you saying? What are you feeling? How are you? How is your life? What can we do to make it better? And then we also emphasized policy by creating a platform for our Black Papers Policy Initiative. Y'all know normally when it's a policy paper, it's called a white paper. We have Black Papers. So Black Papers was more than 700 pages of policy, now 34 papers, everything from healthcare to reparations, to education, early childhood education, everything you could think of. We tried to cover mass incarceration, really ensuring that our folks know that they don't just have a Project 2025 and we're sitting idly by. We have Black experts from all over the country on all of these varying subject matters that can contribute to making your life better. And then finally, we did it in coalition with more than 200 local and national organizations. Black folks like this have not come together since the Bloods and the Crips came together to do that little mixtape back in the 90s. So it was very good. Very, very good.
Okay. I was going to say, so, you know, what can people do, right? So usually, you know, fast food restaurants back in the day was the way to get cheap food and to feed a family, right? But if you go to any of these fast food restaurants, a meal now is $15, $17. So it's expensive. Groceries are expensive. So you're talking about the lady that was helping to feed, you know, other people in the Red Roof Inn, and she probably couldn't feed herself. So what do you tell people to do at this specific time? What couldn't they do? What can they do? What's the change at? Where's the change come?
I think the change comes from within. And by that, I'm not talking about find your food inside yourself. I'm talking about us, right? Like, we have to change our mentality. We have more than enough. I was waking up, my prayer every morning during the tour was, God, I thank you. We have everything we need. And that is the truth. So if we embody that and we say, okay, I have all of these extra clothes that I don't need. Can I give these away to somebody in need? We have school supplies. I had $20 to give towards a child's school supplies. Like, there are all of the things that we have that we can make use of. And I think that is what's most important. Policy only works when you prioritize the needs of the people, when you're compassionate towards people, regardless of their immigration status, regardless of where they live, regardless of if you agree with them or not. Doing the right thing it's always the right time to do the right thing, to paraphrase Dr. King. And so I think some of that is about what can we do differently. So I would ask people who wanted to join the tour, what do you feel called to do? And asking people to do exactly that. I think that's how we meet our most basic needs. I shouldn't do everything. I'm better at rapid response than long-term planning. I think some of that is undiagnosed ADD. Some of that is just what interests me. So I should be on the rapid response squad, but somebody else should be on the, now what do we do to build out the long-term solution? So David Johns, who I know you all know has been on Breakfast Club, he ran our Black Papers Policy Initiative. I was like, I know we need to do this. I'm too unfocused to do it, but he had 34 papers done in a month. With working with some of the best Black experts around. So,
what was the biggest thing you learned from the State of the People Marathon? Like one. If you had to take one takeaway,
the marathon or the tour?
Well, the tour. I'm sorry, the tour.
So the tour was 12 cities, and then we did a national assembly in Baltimore. I think the most important thing that I learned is that we can do anything when we put our minds to it. When we decide that our unity means more than anything else, we're just unstoppable. We are really unmatched. So I learned that. I learned the importance of listening. I listened a lot more than I talked on that tour. And I think that was abundantly important because I don't know how you change people's circumstances when you don't know what they are. Yeah.
We're still kicking with Angela Rye. Charlamagne?
What do you think about President Obama critiquing Democrats and saying they need to toughen up and take action? Don't it feel like too little too late? Don't it feel like he should have been saying that?
I guess my issue right now with President Obama and Michelle Obama is they like out here doing Tiger Woods documentaries and they have this show, which I'm not mad at. He actually was on her podcast talking about how young men don't feel seen in this new space, and I think that that's true. However, if you can go on the podcast to talk about how young men don't feel seen, can you also talk about these SNAP cuts? Can you also talk about the Medicare and Medicaid cuts? And I think for me, if you all were saying that we were about to, or this country was about to elect a fascist, why are you not treating fascism as it's just that critical? So I'm confused about why there is an expectation of Democrats or any elected official to do something different when they're doing exactly what you're doing. Right? So if you're treating all of this as normal times, we're going to go to Martha's Vineyard and hang out, and nothing is different.
Kiki at the funeral.
Yeah, they don't know what to do either. So we have these high expectations, and this is also why we started to say to the people of our elected officials, okay, you got to meet the moment. You got to meet the moment. You got to meet the moment. Everybody, even if they don't say it out loud, is saying how. How do you meet this particular moment? And this moment is changing massively every single day. So how I meet it is going to continue to change. We're not giving them the grace to figure it out on the fly, but we're giving ourselves that grace. And for me, I say, you know what? I'm demanding something of them that I'm not demanding of myself. If it is the last and evil days, as the mothers used to say in church for years and years and years, I really do think it might be the last and evil days now. What am I going to do different? And if I'm not doing anything different, then I'm part of the problem. So,
that actually gives me hope. That's why, because my grandmother was saying the same thing in the 80s. It's the last time. It's the worst I ever seen it. That damn Reagan, blah. So it's just like, I don't know if we just, going through what they went through and we made it through before. I don't know.
Let me just tell you, the only caution I would offer us, and you're right, we have always said that, and folks have always explained why it has been. We have gotten progressively worse. Over the last decade at least. And what I would say is, if we think that this isn't the worst it's been, can you tell me why our civil and human rights have been rolled back 60 plus years in a matter of 6 months? Right? That is, I know, and some people are like, well, I don't need civil rights, just give me my paper, man, whatever. I don't know how you think you gonna keep your paper, man, and you don't have any protections. The ways in which we're watching human rights abuses come forth in this country, vis-a-vis these deportation processes, ICE detention holding facilities where people don't even have deportation orders, and watching folks who look like us saying, I don't care, that's not my problem, until you didn't realize that your little cousin daddy was Haitian, until you didn't realize that your favorite Jamaican spot is about to close down. I keep trying not to do this in the terms of what people are giving us, but just through our humanity. You are going to be in a position really soon where somebody you did not know was that close to you is hit. And I don't understand why it even needs that. What's just about our humanity? Forget what should be given to someone who is a citizen here. What about humanity? And that is the thing that is really troubling me.
How do you feel about Democrats who all of a sudden have the courage, and I put courage in parentheses, to tell the truth? Like when you see books like The Original Sin, or, Corinne Jean-Pierre saying she's a independent now. Why all of a sudden do they have the courage to speak truth to power, but they didn't do that 2-3 years ago?
I'm trying to figure out why you think it's all of a sudden. I think everybody...
All of a sudden.
No,
on,
I think...
Right.
Okay, so do I have my own opinion?
Yes.
Thanks. So I just feel like if somebody...
Okay, let me ask you this question. What was the original sin about by Jake Tapper? It literally was about the cover-up that Democrats did.
But I don't know if Jake Tapper identifies as a Democrat.
He's on CNN every day talking to the left.
And talking to the right.
Okay.
I don't know if Jake Tapper's a Democrat, brother. I really don't.
So what do you think about them? Just all of a sudden having the courage
I don't know that it's all of a sudden. I think they've been doing these, expose books for years. Jake's is the latest of those. I think that Karine had...
But why tell us after it's too late? Why didn't they say these things 2 years ago when they could have alerted the American people, and the American people could have been like, you know what, something is wrong with him. Maybe y'all shouldn't run a different candidate. Then probably we wouldn't be in this situation.
I don't know if I believe that. I think that the lie was sexier to people than the truth, and they went with the lie. And they knew
the lie?
Donald Trump. So the lie, Donald Trump on Epstein. Donald Trump on...
Hold on. So the lie wasn't Joe Biden is okay? Remember when Envy was up here saying that Joe Biden had dementia, and you and Tiffany got mad at him and was like, don't say that.
Well, and I told you guys why. I told you, I don't think it's funny. I told y'all why my grandmother literally was suffering from dementia, and he still doesn't have dementia. He does not have dementia.
I didn't say he had dementia. I said he's showing early signs of dementia.
According to the original sin, that we don't know.
I said
according to my own eyes, we do know he does not have dementia.
Early signs of dementia. I said just like Gia's mom, because Gia's mom had dementia. I said he is showing early signs of dementia. Something ain't right.
You just knew something was wrong, and we knew he couldn't win in November.
All I'm telling you is I was personally offended because my grandmother had dementia. So y'all got on my nerves that day because of that. Now, as for what Karine is doing and Jake, invite them on the show and ask them. I don't know, but what I can tell you is Karine had her own experience of being regularly challenged, her brilliance being challenged by white men who she was supposed to be sharing space
she
with.
had to lie for that white man all the time.
I'm not
every day.
talking about that, Leonard. I'm talking about staff people as well. And so when you are being challenged by your peers rather than covered because they don't want you in a role, that may jade you just a little bit. You might be a little frustrated by that. So, I mean, I get it. I feel like I've always been independent minded and voting down a Democratic ticket because that's where my values are more aligned. Are they perfectly aligned? No, that's never been the case. You ain't never seen me come up here talking about the Democratic Party is the only way. That's not it. But I'm saying I know what for sure is not the way. I know what for sure is a dead end, quite literally, is on the other side of the aisle.
So if we knew that, how come we didn't?
Who is we?
The people. Because clearly, it was like 70% of people felt like they didn't want a Biden-Trump rematch. 56% of Democrats said that Joe Biden should not be.
I think we all agree. I think we all agree with that. He told us initially he was going to do one term, and that was the expectation that I think many of us had. So I never was like, "Oh, please run Joe Biden again." I think they're run the tape back. I'm on here saying that.
Let me ask you. I'm sorry. I just want to say one thing. Let me ask you a question. Right? You fought for Marilyn Mosby to get pardoned. Joe Biden didn't pardon him.
Mm-hmm. Pardoned his whole family. Huh?
Pardoned his whole family. Mm-hmm. Right? Donald Trump pardons anybody that's cool with him all the time.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Did that make you feel like what Obama said, Democrats are cowards?
Well, and I think that the challenge that I will offer us to consider, and I'll respond to the question, but I just want us to contextualize this. He is very crooked. He is violating the emoluments clause every single day. He is taking gifts from foreign governments to be persuaded, to be conflicted out of basic decisions. So I take issue with striving to be more like somebody who's very crooked, who had 88 indictments but was 91. They dropped a few. Right? I have issues with trying to be more like corruption. I don't want an elected official to be corrupt. I will say it pissed me off that Joe Biden and the team that was advising him would not stand for this black woman. I know of black people who worked in the White House counsel's office who were fighting for Maryland, and they were not heard. So it was devastating. What I will say is very vindicating, though, for her at least, is in her appeals case that was just recently heard, her mortgage fraud conviction was overturned.
Yeah, I seen that.
But they held the perjury up though,
which I think is bizarre too, because I felt like the perjury was the weakest link. Yeah. But I will say it is so vindicating. She gets to keep the property that the black judge who was appointed by Joe Biden told her she could not have and needed to be forfeit. She doesn't have to give up her property, which I think is really important for her and her girls. So.
We're still kicking with Angela Rye. Jess.
You mentioned the Epstein files earlier. Do you think like this can really, really hurt Trump? Because they don't really seem to care about it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to care about much, doesn't he?
Nothing.
I would say that it could hurt him, especially if the fringe of his base, the folks who ascribe to all of the conspiracy theories, continue to write it out and he doesn't respond in kind with actually unsealing the files or appointing a special prosecutor. I think it's bizarre that this man who he was friends with, at least for 2 decades, was on the private jet. Now he's not going to release the files. Well, what's in there? Donald Trump, why you don't want to share it?
Yeah. I feel like Democrats should never stop talking about the Epstein files.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because I feel like this is their transgender in women's sports issue.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that they should talk about it because it also creates that same type of ambiguity, the cloud of corruption. He does what he wants to do whenever it's beneficial to him, and he doesn't really care about you. I think that is the most important thing they could say, because there are a lot of people who were Trump supporters who are poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, still down on their luck, still don't have anything to show for his election. So if you still don't have anything to show for it, but you see this man now has a multi-million-dollar jet, his family is doing really well, his cryptocurrency soared on the other side of the inauguration. What do you have to show for it? How did you benefit? Because if you don't have anything to show for it, well, what does your vote really do?
And it builds a bridge between Democrats and MAGA. Ever since Trump won, they've been trying to do that, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's Gavin Newsom with his corny ass podcast, right? But I'm just saying, like, they're always trying to, build a bridge with MAGA.
Gavin tapped right into his whiteness, didn't he? He tapped right into his whiteness.
In a very inauthentic way.
Yeah.
But, this is an actual authentic way.
Yeah.
Because this is something that...
It's the truth.
Yes.
Right. I think that there's nothing better than the truth. You always talk about how important it is to tell the truth. I think that too. So we shouldn't be pontificating on conspiracy theories. We should be asking real questions. We don't know what's in the files.
It's not a conspiracy theory anymore. It's a cover-up.
No. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We don't know what's in the files, but you do. So release them. Make sure we all know.
Do you think the files haven't been released because if they do, it'll be mutually assured destruction? Meaning that, high-profile individuals from both parties are definitely probably in the files. Allies.
Definitely probably.
Absolutely. Allies, donors.
Yeah, I really don't know what's in the files.
High-ranking diplomats.
I don't know what's in the files, and just based on what I just was saying, I don't want to deepen more into the conspiracy parts of it. What I would rather say is if your people ask for it, this is what you promise your people, make good on your promise. Be true to what you said on paper, man.
And if I'm a Democrat and I'm, constantly staying on the Epstein files, even if I know that there are people from my party in there, they're probably people you need to throw under the bus anyway.
Yeah.
Because I feel like whoever is the future of the Democratic Party has to throw the old regime under the bus.
Especially if the old regime was engaging in child abuse.
Yes.
Right? I mean, there's no, that should be a bipartisan or really a nonpartisan thing. There are some things that we should not allow or hold to be acceptable. We shouldn't be covering up anything for anybody.
I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about folks who may have supported Trump having buyer's remorse now and speaking out against it? Like, is it the time to say I told you so, or is it the time the coalition bill?
Oh, you want my higher self answer?
I want you just to answer.
Well, I have two answers. My first answer is something I should say on radio.
Uh-oh.
Forget y'all. I'll say it that way. Forget y'all. Like we tried to tell you over and over again, like you are so foul. My higher self answer is I think that people make mistakes, and some mistakes they make are extraordinarily costly. And so I would really want to understand how they got there and what do we do as a people to ensure that folks don't get there ever again.
You know how they got there, though.
No, I don't. Lenard, me and you disagree on this. I think there are multiple pathways to get to this dummy.
Well, I think for so long we've tried to tell people why they should care about politics or why they should vote a certain way, but we don't talk to them to see why they voted that way. For me, when Donald Trump won, it wasn't a surprise. We was together when he won. It wasn't a surprise because I've been having these conversations. I can see where Democrats were missing the mark and where he was speaking to dinner table issues. Now, whether he wanted to do those things or not.
Speaking to dinner table issues and knowing someone from their past 4 years in office is a liar and is not going to look out for the least of these.
Not when that last year, and we've had this conversation a million times, not when that last year, them PPP checks was flying and them stimulus checks was flying.
And now these PPP people is in jail.
But no, yeah, sure. But people will people will forget what you did. They'll forget what you said. They'll never forget how you made them feel.
Well, I wonder how they feel behind bars. Like I think
they mean behind bars. Some of them sitting in them trailers in South Carolina living the life. They still got that Chrysler 300.
Yes.
Okay. Some of them living their best life right now. Still.
That's sad.
Waiting for another stimmy.
They are.
And you know what they do every now and then? When the Doge cuts was happening and everybody was getting mad, we're going to give everybody $5,000. Y'all just relax. Everybody's like, yeah, that's what we voted for.
And then where is that $5,000 now?
I didn't say it's coming.
I guess all I'm saying is, at some point, people have to understand how the government works. Donald Trump didn't write a blank check. He did sign the check.
Smart.
I agree. It was smart. But in all of that, what I hope his supporters and even people who are like indifferent, I hope what they see over time is this man will do anything to promote himself. And that is all that he's good at. He's not good at keeping his promises. He's not good at telling the truth. He's not good at people first policy. He's good at promoting himself. That's it.
What I hope everybody learns moving forward is America wants something different. When you look at the low approval ratings of Trump, when you look at the low approval ratings of Republicans, you look at the low approval ratings of Democrats, America is ready for something
America getting
different.
Something different right now. I wonder how much they like this difference.
Yeah, but
we back in 18. What year you think we in right now?
We in 2025.
Nah.
But we are in 2025. I'm just saying it's good.
We done went back.
All of this needs to be destroyed, so what can really be can be built.
Who do you think is going to be on the receiving end of the destruction, though? I think that's the part.
A lot of people.
No, but it's going to be mostly people who look like us. Like, that's the part that I think that we have to grapple with. It is so easy to say, and very privileged to say, we need to destroy this whole thing, tear it all down. So now they're defunding the Department of Education, or at least have the clearance to do that. That's going to hurt our kids. first and
I-
hardest.
I know we like to say that. And
It's true.
And I don't disagree. I think it's just going to hurt poor people.
But
I think
Leonard,
all of- I think-
we're
I think-
disproportionately poor. We're disproportionately not paid what we deserve, what we should earn. Our businesses disproportionately suffer.
Yes.
Our access to access to contracts at the local, state, and federal level is disproportionately low. It is going to be us on the receiving
I
end
agree.
of these things.
But I think this is the time where we need to look at what Martin Luther King Jr. was attempting to do before he was taken out. Probably what he was taken out for,
Operation
which is
Breadbasket.
bringing together poor and disenfranchised people of all colors, because we need that whole coalition right now to topple what's currently in our federal government.
Yeah, I think
Black
that's
people
true.
cannot do it alone.
I agree with that. We don't have the numbers,
No.
but I would say this. I am focused on black folks right now because I believe that we have to get our house in order first, and then we can coalition build. I think normally what we've done historically is we go out to the larger coalition before we're tight. I want to make sure that we're tight. Are we all aligned? Are we all good? Are we moving forward, meeting our basic needs, advocating for what's in our best interest, and then we grow out? That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be humane in your approach. Like, you can still fight for other people's issues, but make sure your coalition is tight.
This is what we always argue, because it ain't gonna happen. Everybody ain't gonna get on the same page. Everybody.
I don't think that everybody has to, but I need a larger group of us to.
That's why Noah just took animals on the ark, because he knew that them wasn't coming.
All right. All right. Angela Rye, we thank you for joining us so much.
Let me just get the giraffes then. All giraffes will.
All right. Well, it's Angela Rye. It's
Hold on, tell them where to follow you, Angela Rye.
At Angela Rye on Instagram. At Native Land Pod.
Make sure you subscribe to Native Land Podcast.
Yes. We
Reason
drop
Choice
every
Media.
Thursday.
All right. Well, it's Angela Rye. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So, Maureen Comey, the prosecutor who worked on Diddy's trial most recently, she also worked on the Epstein case and the Ghislaine, how you say her name, Charlamagne? Ghislaine Maxwell? First name.
You know I don't know how to pronounce nothing.
Well, that tied to the Epstein case as well has been fired as of yesterday. So the report came out that she was fired. She's famously the daughter of FBI Director James Comey. Now, it is unclear why she was fired at this time, but the sources that spoke to this report, who had to speak, and be anonymous, provided information that in the letter that she was given that revealed her firing, it did mention the executive power of the president to do so. So people are speculating, and reports are speculating, that her firing would have to do with any of those cases that we just mentioned. When it comes to Diddy, there was conversation about did the prosecution and the government overreach. When it comes to Epstein, there's been a lot of heat recently. We talked about this here a lot. Charlamagne, I know you gave them Donkey today recently for this too, just the way that they're handling the Epstein files. Or the fact that her dad has a long-standing beef with Donald Trump. Those are the things that people are speculating may have led to the firing, but we do not know exactly what the reasoning was. But this news just broke yesterday. Big deal, especially with everything that just recently happened in Diddy's trial. People are wondering what this is going to mean for him sentencing-wise, if it will even mean anything at all.
Did you reach out to any sources to ask Loren?
I did reach out, but I haven't heard anything back yet. But the reason why I reached out yesterday when I saw this firing and asked was because when Diddy was denied the bond, Maureen Comey was the person who stood up and ran down all of the reasons why and alleged that, he was a vicious man and should be locked up. He's a threat to the community. There's nothing exceptional here, that they should disregard any sentencing or bond hearing rules that the defense was asking for. Of course, she was doing her job, but, it was a big thing and big conversation that people his team actually said in the court that they believed that Diddy was being targeted by the government. And Maureen Comey led the charge on that. So, I was just wondering, how will this make things change for him at all? Like, will there be another bond hearing, if at all possible? Will, this make his sentencing be looked at differently? Because the prosecutor they're going to have to hire and replace, but this person won't be as attached to the case as she was. So, yeah. So I did reach out, but I haven't heard anything back yet. But I will keep you guys up to date on that because that's a big question that people have right now.
It is crazy.
Yeah, but go ahead. Somebody's about to say something. Okay. Speaking of Epstein, very crazy segue. That brings us to the ESPYs. So last night the ESPYs went down.
Excuse me.
Just listen. The
that's
segue.
A crazy segue.
It's going to make sense. So last night the ESPYs went down. Shane Gillis hosted, and he had a few jokes while on stage that the people were really not feeling. One of the jokes that he actually performed was about Epstein. Let's take a listen.
Donald Trump wants to stage a UFC fight on the White House lawn. The last time he staged a fight in D.C., Mike Pence almost died. All right. You don't have to do that.
Hilarious.
It was fine. I didn't write it.
Hilarious.
Actually, there was supposed to be an Epstein joke here, but as it got deleted. Must have probably deleted itself, right? Probably never existed.
Hilarious.
Actually, let's move on as a country and ignore that.
I chuckled.
Funny.
Hilarious.
That's funny.
Wait.
Drop one of the clues bombs for Shane Gillis. Hilarious.
Yeah.
I chuckled.
No, listen to this one. So then, this is in his opening monologue. He then gets into Caitlin Clark and Shedeur Sanders. Let's take a listen.
Shedeur Sanders had his jersey number retired at Colorado this year, and people are saying it's because of nepotism, because of his father, and it's not. It's because he went 13-12 over his career, and he almost won the Alamo Bowl. Definitely not nepotism, right? All right. It's a big year for the WNBA. I love Caitlin Clark. Yeah, hell yeah. Caitlin Clark, she and I have a lot in common. We're both whites from the Midwest who have nailed a bunch of threes. Wow. There you go. Lighten up a little. We'll see about this one. When Caitlin Clark retires from the WNBA, she's going to work at a Waffle House so she can continue doing what she loves most, fist fighting black women.
Wow.
Hilarious.
Okay.
Wow. I don't care what y'all say. That's hilarious. Okay.
Wow.
Right.
Yes.
You gotta. I mean, if you don't know Shane Gillis and you don't know his delivery, you don't know the dry sense of humor. You might not get it. But I mean, I guess because I watch Shane Gillis, I get it. I thought that was funny. Hilarious to me.
The Epstein joke was hilarious.
Yes. So that took place last. Go ahead. Somebody say something. It sounds like y'all. Maybe the feedback is late.
Probably.
You need to stop drinking in the morning.
I didn't drink a thing.
shot.
What are you talking about? I'm trying to make sure I get it. I didn't drink anything. What?
She did.
So the ESPYs went down yesterday in LA. And outside of the jokes that went down, people, they got awarded for some pretty big things. So I want to make sure that we mention Simone Biles won an ESPY for Best Athlete in Women's Sports, Best Championship Performance. SGA won. I'll be always trying to pronounce his name. SGA won an ESPY for Best Athlete in Men's Sport. The Philadelphia Eagles won Best Team. Caitlin Clark won Best WNBA Player with the Indiana Fever. Cooper Flagg won Best College Athlete. Juju Watkins, Best College Athlete. That's men and women's sports. And y'all know Cooper Flagg is at Duke and Juju Watkins is at USC. So congratulations to them.
And it was just her birthday, so that's what's up, Juju.
Yes, congratulations to them. And there was one more joke too as we close out. I thought this one was funny as well. Shane Gillis on Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter won the Heisman Trophy this year. He's the first defensive player since Charles Woodson to win the Heisman. Congratulations, Travis Hunter, winning the Heisman. That's something they can never take away from you, unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case they can take that away from you.
Did y'all get the joke?
No.
Of course. OJ joke.
OJ.
If you kill your wife and
a waiter, that's a woman that can take it away.
Yo,
I chuckled with that one. I caught that immediately.
I thought he was so good, but y'all know how people get.
I caught that immediately. Listen to the gay.
Pause. See, you got gay ears. That's your problem.
Listen
That's your problem.
He couldn't wait. Like, he wanted to be the first one.
You just,
so bad.
Envy just answered whether he's a pitcher or a catcher. I caught that one immediately.
Do you, boo boo? We ain't mad at you.
Right away.
He ain't catching nothing else. Clock it, boo.
Clock it. Y'all got gay ears. Y'all got gay ears this way. Do I do it with my pointy finger or my middle finger?
Don't act like you don't know what finger.
I don't. What finger?
You see,
what,
all of them.
You know what? Forget it.
What you mean?
Jess, oh my God.
I don't know what finger you use for a prostate exam. This guy's crazy. This
Wow.
guy is soliciting prostate exams on the radio. You a wild boy, man. He said, which finger do I use? God damn.
I was talking about clocking it, man. Pause. Oh, here you go. Diddy just comes out of nowhere. You know what? Forget y'all. This is not a safe place for me.
This morning.
Where do I work?
Where do you work? Where do I work?
Here. Look at us.
I know, right? Look at us. Ah!
All right.
Donkey of the Day is up next, okay? And I need Donald J. Trump to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
Again? That's twice this week. Pause.
This is worth it. It's the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
Trump, please step up to the congregation.
Yes, you are a donkey.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
He's a jackass.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, July 17th goes to the President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. Now, this is Trump's second donkey this week. Okay, earlier this week, I gave him donkey for the obvious lie, the obvious cover-up that is coming from the administration in regards to the Epstein files. They told us the Epstein files didn't exist. It's a hoax created by Democrats, even though U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi said she had it on her desk, even though 211 House Republicans voted to block the release of the Epstein files. So 211 people voted to block something that's a hoax. They voted to block something that's completely made up. Well, MAGA has finally realized that's not rain coming down on their head. It's actually Trump's urine. Okay, kids, back in my day, we had a saying, and the saying was, don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. That simply means don't try to deceive me. Okay, peeing on somebody's head is disrespectful and I would assume unpleasant. Then telling them it's rain and not pee means you are intentionally lying to them. Okay, you are playing in my face on purpose, or in this case, peeing in my face on purpose and telling me it's rain. Okay, well, for the first time that I can remember, MAGA can smell the pee. Okay, Trump supporters, people who voted for Trump, are recognizing the distinct odor of urine. Maybe Trump added asparagus to his diet. I'm not sure, but something finally has Trump supporters recognizing the Russian prostitutes peeing on them, allegedly, as rain. Okay, well, Trump is attempting to pee on you again because yesterday he was letting people know he don't really fool with Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. In fact, Trump thinks he's a terrible Federal Reserve Chairman. Let's listen.
He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in and extended him, but they did.
Play that one more time for me, Red.
He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in and extended him, but they did.
Trump said he was surprised that Powell had been nominated and surprised that he was appointed. And he said former President Joe Biden actually put Jerome Powell in. I'm going to tell you something, man. Trump treats the Biden administration the way unhappy, disgruntled people treat Rock Nation. Okay, when things aren't going the way you want them to, for whatever reason, blame Rock Nation. And it's the same with Trump and the Trump administration. The Trump administration talked about the Epstein files religiously, only to now tell us they don't exist, and it's a Democratic hoax. Now he hates Jerome Powell and can't believe Biden nominated and appointed him. But there's one problem with that. One problem with that, y'all. Biden didn't nominate or appoint Jerome Powell. Donald Trump did. Donald Trump nominated him on November 2nd, 2017. Senate confirmed it on January 23rd, 2018. And Powell was sworn in on February 2nd, 2018. Maybe y'all don't believe me, so maybe you need to hear it from the president himself. Let's listen.
Accordingly, it is my pleasure and my honor to announce my nomination of Jerome Powell to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. I am confident that with Jay as a wise steward of the Federal Reserve, it will have the leadership it needs in the years to come.
Play it one more time for me, Red. I just want to make sure I heard what I heard.
Accordingly, it is my pleasure and my honor to announce my nomination of Jerome Powell to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. I am confident that with Jay
as a wise steward of the Federal Reserve, it will have the leadership it needs in the years to come.
MAGA, get your granddaddy. Okay, what is Pop doing? All right, listen, and now that it has come to your attention that they are lying to you about the Epstein files, now that there is a chink in the armor, will you recognize all the other lies you are being told? Because this is the latest, most obvious one. And it's just Thursday. Okay, the lies about the Epstein files just started, and you're giving us another obvious one so soon? Wow. MAGA, I just want you to know, in case nobody told you, heavy urine is falling, okay, as we speak. All right, and radar shows more on the way through your morning commute and evening hours. I know it's a soggy start to the day, okay? It's been widespread piss already moving through the area all week, and it's expected to stick around for about 3.5 more years. Hell, probably longer, because you think that Trump 2008 talk, you think that's just rain too, huh? Nope. Peace showers are ongoing with occasional downpours, and conditions will remain wet through the next several hours. Until y'all get fed up and demand more from your president, okay? I don't even know what that means, all right? I don't even know what that looks like. But in the meantime, grab your umbrella if you haven't already, because it's peeing out there right now. Please give President Donald J. Trump the biggest hee-haw.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today, sir.
Yes, indeed.
All right. When we come back, Jess Fix My Mess. If you need relationship advice or you're having relationship problems, you can call her right now, 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
X about me.
Relationship problems?
X about me.
You need to beat your coworker's ass.
X about me.
Your coworker need to beat your ass? Call it up. It's Dr. Jess, and I'm here to fix your mess. It's getting very much messy. Let me fix it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Jess Fix My Mess. Hello, who's this?
Hey, is this Jess?
Yes, this is Jess. What's up? What's wrong?
Oh, my God. So, first of all, thank y'all for taking my call. Hey, Charlamagne, DJ Envy. I want to shout out my dad, Calvin. We're on our way to our family reunion, and we were tuning in this morning and listening to the show, and I was like, I got to call in.
Nice.
So it's not really a question, it's a comment. So I'm single, and I'm almost in my 40s, and, you know, there's this pervasive narrative that I think a lot of times the value of women is attached to them being in a relationship or being married. My question, I guess it's kind of a question to you, Jess, is how do we better support our single friends and kind of changing that narrative so that so much stock isn't put on, oh, you must be that much more valuable in whatever way because you are in a committed relationship. So just love to know your thoughts on that.
So you're not in a relationship, but you obviously have friends that are in marriages and in relationships, and you feel slighted because I'm just trying to understand how it...
No, I wouldn't say I feel slighted, but what I will say is that I feel like society as a whole has a preference for a woman has more value if they are in there. Like, you'll hear things like if you're in church, or when are you going to get married, and if you're married, when are you going to have kids. Even sometimes tuning into the Breakfast Club, I kind of hear some of the puns that some of the women that are still single. So I'm just wondering, how do we better change that narrative to support women in whatever stage of life that they're in?
I mean, obviously, uplift you. I mean, I really don't even think like that, to be honest with you. I understand how you feel when you hear the jokes, you hear the puns up here, you know, when we refer to single women. But it's like, no, I mean, every woman, just individually, I think thrives in whatever she does. If she's bettering herself every day, if she's living right, you know, nobody's perfect, but I think you have qualities. Every woman has qualities, whether they are married, single, you know, in between relationships. Some women are just naturally lovers. Some people find their person before others. If you feel like you are a woman that you don't want a relationship, you're not ready to be in a relationship because of everything you got going on, or just because you're trying to find yourself and, you know, love on yourself, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. How do we support that? It's just speaking that into every sister, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But you are single, right? You said?
Yes, I am. Happily.
Right, happily single. So look, live in that, thrive in that, because maybe it's not for you just yet.
That's good. Thank you so much, Jess. I appreciate that.
No problem. I love you, happily single girl.
I love you too. You have a blessed one.
You too. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, girl. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Hey, Jess.
Hey, what's wrong?
So I have a question today. I just got off of work, but okay. So me and my sister were in like a little disagreement or whatnot because she wanted me to drive an hour and a half to go meet her to go pick my nephew up because of parental things. But I'm like, she knows that I work 2 jobs, 16 hours a day, 6 days a week, and I go to school, and I'm a mom as well. And so, yes, I do work from home, but I also have a job, my second job, where I go, outside. And she's like, I told her I was tired. I was like, I just can't do it. I'm tired. Can you just meet me at my house, which is like a 2.5-hour drive? And she was like, well, I work in the elements. What are you saying? Like, I'm tired too.
Yeah,
but she only works one job.
Right. Okay. So she's mad at you currently.
Yeah, like we're not speaking.
Yo, well look, too bad, so goddamn sad. Just pray on that because she's his mother. Like she's his mother. Like what do you mean? I'm just the fact that she has the audacity to be upset with you for not being able to pick up her son one time when you have your own children, you're a mom, you work 2 jobs, you live far away. Like he's not your responsibility. He is your family. I know you love him, but he is not your responsibility. At the end of the day, that's pretty audacious for her to be upset with you. I would say pray on that. Don't go too long without talking to your sister, but sometimes it needs to be a distance created there because obviously she got too comfortable with you helping her out.
Yeah, and I don't mind getting him like during the summertime, maybe for a month or whatever. But just this time I just could not do it because this summer is different.
But like all this, but all this because you should not have to explain that life is happening to everybody. Listen, like your sister she gotta let that marinate for a minute. You gotta let her do her for a minute, and then when y'all reconvene, you gotta tell her like, that was wrong. That was very selfish of you to be upset with me because I couldn't do something for you. One time.
And I attempted to talk to her about it, not to cut you off, but I attempted to talk to her about it, and I guess because she felt like it should be over with, like I should have moved past it, and she doesn't understand that I would like an apology.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I don't know what you're looking for. And I'm like, I literally just said an apology, like at least something to acknowledge that you directly dismissed, like my whole situation.
Yeah, she got to be put on ice. She'll understand later. Not right now. She got to be put on ice. She's way too entitled. So.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, I know it doesn't feel good right now, but it won't be forever. Trust me. People just got to learn lessons.
I definitely understand. Well, thank you. I definitely appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
And Marley is so beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too, babe.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Jess, this is Dion.
What's up?
Okay, question for you. Ain't gonna waste anybody's time. So I've been in a relationship for 5 years, and I've lived with my girlfriend for 4. And she wants me to put a ring on her finger. I've learned from other people's mistakes, and marriage has never been successful in my family. So my question to you is, what do you think? I mean, do you think is it wrong that I'm not putting a ring on her finger, being that we've been together for this long? I mean, look at Iman Shumpert.
Oh God, no, you not throwing at me. No, you not. I'm
you
trying to fix your mess, and you throwing other. No, you sound like though. Since you want to throw people out there, you sound like Clay from Love Is Blind. That's who you giving. All right, because you telling me. I know you love your girlfriend, but you're telling me basically that what's holding you back is the fact that you're from a family where you've seen marriage only fail. So that makes you scared. That gives you doubt, right? And I'm not saying that's unreal because that happens. So now you're conditioned to stigmatize marriage in a way where it's negative because it doesn't last from what you've seen.
Right.
That doesn't have to be your reality though. You get what I'm saying? That's why I compared you to Clay because that's what he was saying on Love Is Blind. But either way, back to you. Yeah, that doesn't have to be your reality. You could break that. You know that, right? Because you love your girlfriend. What would happen so wrong by marrying her? After marrying her, if you've been with her already for a consistent I'm assuming happily 4 years, 5 years.
It's been a roller coaster ride for sure.
Okay.
I just disagree with the legal side of it. It never works out for the man. You know what I'm saying? And right now, this is not my priority.
Never is really strong. That's a really strong word, because we know people that we clearly see marriages that has, stood the test of time. We see successful marriages. We see happy marriages. We see a lot of unhealthy marriages, divorces, but there still are marriages out there, that last. So what would you do if she left you? Just curious.
She left me, I would, keep it pushing. To be honest with you, it would hurt.
But would you care?
Everything is so familiar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. She been pushing it on me for a while now. So
Yeah.
I kind of hit a plateau.
Yeah.
And I really don't have any mentorship. I live in a state by myself, so it's just me. So that's just where I'm at.
But would you be willing to get therapy for that? Would you be willing to? Because there is mentorship out here. Is that does it really matter to you to try to evolve in a way where you can see marriage in a positive light in your future with her? If not, I think you should let her go, because that's what she wants. And if you can't make her happy, and because it sounds like you could give a damn about it, it's not a priority for you, and you just say, I keep it pushing. So if it's that, I think maybe you should let her go. If that's what she wants, and you'll never be able to give her that, because that's not just in your ministry. That's not what you want.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, because you'd be selfish keeping her around, knowing that you ain't gonna never give her what she wants. Ultimately.
That's true.
Yeah. But thanks.
So you think therapy would be wise?
I think it would be wise, and I think the fact that you even asked about or mentioned mentorship means that you do want to try. There is some interest in marriage one day.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I have my days for sure. But when the arguments kick in, because I live with her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you know how that is.
Yes.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. Nothing is easy. Nothing worth fighting for is easy, or you wouldn't have to fight. You know what I mean?
And mind you, I'm for monogamy. We've been moving like we're married, just without the papers. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just where I'm at for real. So.
I got you, but seek the mentorship for real. Talk to somebody. Because you don't want to throw it away. I hear it now. At first you was all cool and smooth and I'm gonna keep it pushing, but that's your girl. So seek the mentorship for real. Talk to somebody.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, and then check in with me. Later.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right, that was Jess Fix My Mess. If you ever have relationship issues, you can call her 800-585-1051. All right, we got the latest with Loren up next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy is around here somewhere, but it's time for the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a street fast.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So, Jess Hilarious, you sat down with Carlos King. Mm-hmm. You addressed some things. Let's take a listen to Jess on Carlos King.
Shout out to Miss Pat. I was going to do Miss Pat Settles It for a few episodes. And because of that statement that I said, only women can have babies. Shout out to Miss Pat. It wasn't her. They fought for me. A few producers over there fought for me as well. But that was the comment that costed me that opportunity.
So, Jess, so you weren't able to do Miss Pat Settles It?
I wasn't able to do it because of that comment. That I got a phone call from my agents and my manager. They was on three-way and they told me. And I was like, well, what was it? And then they said that was the thing I said that...
Well, the reality of the situation is free speech ain't free. We know that. There's a cost to everything that comes out of our mouths.
That's right.
It's what it is.
Yeah, well, if you guys want to watch that full interview, make sure you go check it out. It's on Carlos King's YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Full interview that you did right here from the Breakfast Club. It was a great interview, by the way. I feel like you
don't get it twisted. Jess is, like Charlamagne said, free speech isn't free, but Jess is not losing no sleep over it.
No.
Like she's flourishing, she's popping, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no.
No, but I do think that the producers or whoever made that call, like they should put a name on their statement.
Exactly.
Like you shouldn't just be able to say that. Like people should, like since you know how Jess feels about a situation, well, we should know how you feel about the situation too. So then we can make our own decisions on whether or not we want to support what you're doing.
Exactly. I was just told that Miss Pat fought for me and a few producers, but they didn't say who made the decision or whatever. They just told me that was the comment that I said that costed me that opportunity. So.
Well, I thought you handled the conversation great.
Thank you.
And with Carlos King,
Carlos King was cool.
Yeah, it was giving Jessica Robin Moore, not Jess Hilarious. I thought that was amazing.
Thank you.
Now, in other controversial conversations, Portia Williams and Drew Sidora. So they sat down for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, and y'all, we started some trouble.
What was the theme? Like I felt like you didn't
like the outfit,
like Hercules, and I love Phaedra. She looked good, but I'm like, what was the the bronze on her head? It was like gladiator body wear going on. I don't know. They all looked beautiful, but what was the theme?
I'll get into what the theme was because
Okay.
I don't know for sure. I just know they were all dressed alike.
Okay.
But,
like medieval times.
But they brought the Breakfast Club up on the reunion, and they were referencing the conversation that we had with Drew Sidora when she was up here, when her and Portia were going through the thick of their beef. Let's take a listen to Drew and Portia talking about the Breakfast Club on the reunion.
Of all of the producers in Atlanta, why choose Dennis? I guess you said damn good music. We didn't realize.
Well, I said damn good music because of her album. Her album is really good.
I received that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
I would never come down on your brand or who you are or your talents the way you did just now at Breakfast Club.
Girl, don't play victim.
You talked about my
dragging
hair
me this whole
company
season
and
about my
talked about
music.
you didn't like the hair
Let's
just
not do
because
that.
of this issue.
It's interesting that you want to poke the
again.
bear and then
That's
you get
low
mad
once again.
when I have a reaction.
Now, let's take a listen to what Drew said here on the Breakfast Club, so we know why Portia was mad.
So you're not with her go naked hairline.
I literally was about to ask, so that's not go naked hair.
This right now?
Yes.
No, this looks good. The hair that I was wearing in the sit down where you saw the bangs, that's I wore it in real time because when you put it through a 1-2 edit, how I made it looked great. But in person, y'all saw it, right? That's how that was go naked there.
So are you an ambassador for Go Naked?
No. I have a great vendor. She's melted. We're good.
So you don't like go naked hair is what you're saying?
I mean, it just didn't work for me per se. When you go to bleach blonde it did something.
Yeah, so I mean, I can understand what Portia is saying, but they were in the thick of the beef. Y'all know Portia was saying that, like, we thought that Drew was like low key being sneaky with Dennis because of the way it was being portrayed, and they addressed that on the reunion as well, in this first part of the reunion, and it ended in Portia and Drew actually making up a bit. Let's take a listen to Drew and Portia. Portia apologizes to Drew.
Chadwick from Ohio said, Portia, now that you've seen the season, do you think you owe Drew an apology for the way you treated her? From what we saw on the show, the relationship between her and Dennis was all business.
Oh my God. I genuinely wanted to come today. One of the main things I wanted to do was to, number one, apologize for meeting with Ralph.
Did you do it to be petty?
Of course.
Yeah.
But watching the season back, even though at the time I felt justified.
You still didn't feel good about it?
I still did not feel good about it, Drew. And I cared about you. I really did. And so today I definitely knew I wanted to apologize for that, because no matter how upset we are with this situation, it still could have been talked through. I just want to tell you, woman to woman who's also going through a divorce, it wasn't right. And I apologize for that.
Yeah, what she's talking about is Shamia, Portia, and Drew's estranged husband who lives in her basement that she's going through things with. They all sat down at a dinner lunch thing, and it was really messy. It was really bad. So they threw shots the whole season. Somehow we got brought into it, and here we are. And
what you mean somehow we brought into it? Portia was up here. Drew was up here. Y'all know what y'all be asking them people. How about somehow?
Y'all are messy. This is a messy ass show.
It is.
What, the Real Housewives?
I would like to say though, the Breakfast Club, and I would like to say that the Breakfast Club BS really transcends all demos and genres. From the screaming world to reality TV, you can find some Breakfast Club BS. Okay, the fabric of all facets classics of culture. You
That's
hear
right.
me?
We all
have
over the
like
place.
fecal matter. And you're going to find a little bit of fecal matter everywhere. That
There we
Breakfast
go.
Club BS, that Breakfast Club fecal matter is a little bit of everywhere. You hear me?
Talk that talk. That's right. You can see us everywhere. You can see us reality. You can see us at Diddy's trial. You see us everywhere.
See,
What?
look at him.
Andy Cohen,
Shimmy.
you're right.
You can
Yes.
see
The
us
neck.
at Diddy's trial.
Fine. You ain't even have to add that little bit of nasty ass at the
Yeah.
end. That gibbity googie. That gibbity goo.
That
Or
goobly
whatever
gosh.
you had to clean up at the freak off.
Goobly gosh.
Give us that goobly gosh.
I'm so confused.
Yeah,
And
go- that's what Diddy used to tell him. You go clean that goobly gosh off that man's chest and bring it over here and rub it on my nipple.
the fecal matter.
I hate this place.
Hey, yo.
Jess, their outfits was inspired by Grenada too, because they went to Grenada during the season.
Where?
The Real Housewives.
Oh,
That's why
okay, nice. Okay.
I've been to Grenada before. I ain't seen nobody dressed like that.
Hey, yo.
That's it, y'all.
All right. Well, thank you. I was gonna say thank you, Jess. Thank you, Lauren, for the latest.
Now you don't know my name.
I forgot.
It's okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's
Thank
okay.
you, latest, for Lauren. Thank you, Lauren, for the latest.
Why are you so unforgettable to the men in your life, Lauren? Your daddy, Envy. That's crazy.
You know what?
Yo!
Stop. You know I love Lauren.
That's wild.
It's not
All
even
right.
Friday. Like, I need time to sulk in that. Like, can you not today?
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. When we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. I just want to thank everybody again, everybody who purchased a ticket, every vendor, every food truck, every patron that's coming. We're going to have a lot of fun this Saturday. Of course, the Drive Your Dreams car show is headed to Hampton, Virginia. We got so many surprises. Celebrities going to be stopping through. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Cars and food trucks and games for the kids and rides. It's going to be a family fun day. Can't wait to see you guys. The cars are on its way down there now, and I'm about to head out there in a little bit. So I can't wait to see my family in the 757 and surrounding cities. So North Carolina, I know, is pulling up heavy. South Carolina's pulling up heavy. The DMV area. So just get there safe, and we're going to have a great weekend.
That's going to be lit. Yo, but this weekend, if you have not gotten your tickets, I will be in Milwaukee this Friday and this Saturday. That's tomorrow. And the next day, we got 4 shows at the Improv, guys. JessHilariousOfficial.com. Get your tickets. I'm coming to the city tomorrow.
Hey, yo, we got to wish a happy born day to our guy, Eli, man. Eli works in our digital department.
Yay.
He is
Yes.
OV Ho, the Drake D rider that works with us, but he's a great guy.
Mm-hmm. One of the
and y'all-
sweetest people ever, but definitely Drake's D and everything that comes attached to
Oh
the
my
D.
God, stop. Leave Drake's D Gobbler alone. Yo, today he got on a Drake jersey. He got extra OVO. He got the OVO socks, the OVO Jordans on even. He ain't even cut his hair. He got the OVO toupee on, boy. He is getting it.
He
So
wants to blow Drake's candle out. He wants to blow Drake's candle out for his birthday. He wouldn't want anything more than that. That's what Eli would want. So happy born day to you, Eli.
love you, Eli. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday! Oh, he jumping up
Oh,
and
he
down.
Yup.
Aw.
Non-stop.
Gang.
Hey.
Absolutely. And I want to salute to everybody in the Bronx, man. Everybody at the Bronx River Community Center. I was up there yesterday because, you know, I'm an ambassador for the Food Bank of NYC. And I love what the Food Bank does because they are really out there taking care of those of us who need it. They're one of those programs that, you know, federal funding is definitely impacting. And it shouldn't be impacting people like that because they are out there really, truly doing the work. So we was out there, giving out goods, and I had the ice cream truck pull up for the people at the Bronx River Community Center, man. So salute to all the kids we saw yesterday at the Bronx River Community Center. DJ Nyla Simone, Loren LoRosa, they came out and volunteered their time as well. So salute to y'all, man, and I really appreciated the love yesterday, man. If you want to support the Food Bank of New York City, go to foodbanknyc.org. Like my guy Killer Mike says, if everybody does a little, nobody has to do a lot. And like I previously said, man, when you see these programs like that having federal cuts and it's impacting their bottom line, they're not able to take care of the people who need it without that money. So if the federal government not going to help, then we really got to do our part. So foodbanknyc.org, donate $1, but throw them something because they really are out here doing the work.
Now, Charlotte, you out in South Carolina?
I am, man. I'm home right now in South Carolina because today I am cutting the ribbon on my second Crystal location here in South Carolina. You know, me and my wife, we invested in some Crystal franchises here in our home state of South Carolina. So we got our second one opening today in Walterboro, South Carolina, 1222 Bells Highway. I will be there at 11 a.m. Okay, I'll be there at 11 a.m. Cutting the ribbon. We're gonna have free food, we got music, we got giveaways, all kind of good stuff. So come see me today at 11 a.m. at the Crystal in Walterboro, South Carolina, 1222 Bells Highway. All right, now the positive note is simply this. It comes from the great Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali once said, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. I agree. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?